Hi guys, That1 FNAF fan here, and today we are going to be talking about Temu and some of the FNAF products they sell, and other products like Poppy Playtime and that, because, well, Temu's been all over the internet recently, because I've been hearing a lot about it. I've been getting tons of adverts of it, and I'm not sure whether to trust it. It just sounds like one of them things you shouldn't really trust, so I'm just going to be looking at some of the stuff they sell today. So first we're starting off with this bootleg Withered Bonnie plush, which actually looks really good to say it's a bootleg, because Funko hasn't done a Withered Bonnie plush. Many of the other companies like Sanshi and U2's haven't done any Withered Bonnie plushies either, nor the rest of the Withered, so for a bootleg it's actually really high quality, and it looks very accurate to the game, but it's from Temu, so I'm not really sure whether to trust it, because you never know, you might order it, and it might never arrive. Now we've got these bootleg Sun and Moon plushies, which, well, they came out before Funko ones, but obviously the Funko ones are better. If you want to see a review of them on my channel, there is a review of them too. But for the bootleg, they look alright, but they just look kind of goofy because they use the normal FNAF plush style. Their arms and legs seem really small. Some downsides with them, though, is that on their arms, they seem to have the same texture as their legs, like with their pants from in the game, which isn't really accurate. They don't have that in the game. So their faces look pretty weird. They look kind of goofy. I don't know, they just look really funny, but it's a bootleg, it's what we expect. Funko have made theirs and they are way better. Next we've got this really weird looking Blacklight Freddy bootleg. I mean, it just looks stupid. I mean, I've looked all over Temu, there's no official Funko merch. All of it is literally just this random bootleg crap. And this just looks stupid. I mean, I don't even know what these bootleg companies do sometimes. Some of the plushies they make are really weird. And next we've got this weird looking bootleg Springtrap mystery mini keychain, which was part of a wave that Funko made in 2017, but they've obviously made bootlegs. I didn't even know they made bootlegs of these, honestly. Like, it to be honest, it looks... Nah, it's not the best. Because it looks different from the original one, actually, because its eyes are different for some reason. The original one's eyes were really cool, but this one, they seem to be... I don't even know what that face is. It just kind of looks creepy. Next we've got Frost Bear, which is actually a Funko plushie I don't have, because, well, when he released only in America, which of course I'm not in America. Now Funko have done this thing though, which is good, so there's special editions, so they come to the UK as well, but back then, 2020, they didn't do that, so I never actually got Frostbear, but for this bootleg, he looks strange. He looks weird. He has this, his face is just, I don't know. I think he's seen some stuff, man. I don't even know what's wrong with him. Now we've got this bootleg Blacklight Roxanne Wolf plush, which I actually have the Funko one because they came to the UK, which is good. This bootleg one, this is terrible. Its ears look weird. Everything looks weird on it. Its eyes look the most weird, because for some reason they chose to make them out of plastic rather than the normal material, the one Funko uses. The actually good one, the only one they didn't use, they used plastic instead, which it looks annoying. I mean, they're shiny, yeah, that's more realistic, I guess, but it's just terrible. I must feel awful. And plus, like, the colour on it, it's like printed on with like paint, and I actually have a bootleg plush that has plastic eyes, and the paint scratches off, so that's why it's not good. And now we have Dreadbear, which it actually took a while for them to do Curse of Dreadbear bootlegs. I've only just started seeing them online recently, because when they originally released, I was expecting bootlegs immediately, but no, we didn't get bootlegs of them until a while later. But for Dreadbear here, he looks alright. I don't get why the colour on his chest, on his body, is different from the rest. Probably because they printed it all on, which is surprising because Funko didn't do that. They didn't print on him much. They only printed a tiny bit on his leg, which, good job to Funko for barely doing any printing on Dreadbear. He's such an amazing plushie, by the way, the Funko one. Such high quality. But it's just, meh, it's not good. Now we've got Rockstar Freddy, which, he looks alright, actually. He's not too bad. There is plushies that are worse and plushies that are better. His face looks kind of strange. He looks kind of shocked. Probably because somebody didn't give him enough coins, or maybe they gave him too much coins, because he always asks for specifically 5 coins. Somebody could have given him 4, could have given him 500. We don't know, but he's shocked because of something. We've got Orville, which is, again, another plushie I actually own. He's weird, this bootleg one. He's strange. He looks even more scared than Rockstar Freddy. I'm not sure why he looks so scared, but that's not really good, because the Funko one doesn't really look very scared, but this does for some reason. I don't know why he's scared again, but he's just weird. Other than him looking scared, he looks alright. He's an okay bootleg. So we got Bonzo, who isn't FNAF, he's from Poppy Playtime, but this plushie looks weird. For first, why are his symbols black? They should be gold. And for a second, why are his legs so long? I don't remember them being that long in the game. And he just looks weird. He's not the worst. I have seen worse Bonzo bootleg plushies, but I've seen better ones as well. This is, I don't know, it's just meh. Twisted Bonnie, who I don't have any other Twisted ones, Funko plushies, because I never saw them in the UK, even though they weren't exclusives. I didn't really see many FNAF plushies in the UK. Until now, of course, when they've all started coming to the UK. I saw some Wave 1, and some Wave 2, but other than that, I barely saw Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Blacklight, and Twisted ones, which was really weird. Don't know why I barely saw them in the UK. Maybe they just weren't sending them over to the UK for some reason. But Twisted Bonnie here, he looks pretty similar to the Funko one, honestly. The Funko ones, from what I can tell from other people, like Andy Matronic, apparently they're not really good. But for a bootleg, he looks okay. Got Twisted Chico, which, you know, just looks pretty similar to a Funko plush. Just looks pretty bad. Them eyes look really weird. I don't like how they did the cupcake either. I don't like how there's just the little fire flame thing sticking out of the side of her head for its flame, but they couldn't make the actual full cupcake, but they just decided to do that. Like, you either make it all printed, or you do none of it printed. You don't have little flames sticking out like that, because it just looks weird. And with the arms, them teeth at the end of the arms, they look really weird. I don't know what they're trying to go for here. I reckon it's not the bootlegs though, it's probably Funko. Because, you know, bootlegs are just like copies of Funko products. So yeah, Twisted Chico looks very weird. Got a U2's Ennard bootleg, which I didn't actually know they did U2's bootlegs, but for a bootleg, this looks really accurate. It looks very similar to the U2's one, which the U2's one, you know, it's alright, it's just got tons of printing. And for some reason, the chibi plushies seem to get smaller and smaller every wave. Wave 1, with the original characters, they were pretty big, but then they just started getting smaller, like, for example, with Golden Freddy and the Puppet. They are tiny compared to them, the original ones. But for a bootleg, this is really good. This is pretty high quality. It looks very accurate to the YouTube's one, so people will be convinced thinking this is the real one, but it's not. This is a bootleg. So, if you can't afford the original one, the official one, which is like £30 or dollars, which is a lot of money, to say that YouTube's print on their plushies a lot and they seem to be getting smaller, that is a lot of money. So if you really can't afford it, just get the bootleg instead. They look the same. This bootleg is probably one of the better bootlegs. It looks good. Now we've got the sitting Helpy plush. Well, not really sitting, he's like lying down. He's, for a bootleg, he looks very similar to the YouTube's one again, just like with Withered. And he looks pretty good. He looks really cute, very accurate to the YouTube's one. So, again, not much else to say about him, because everything I'm saying about this guy I basically covered with Withered. So, if you can't afford the YouTube's one, because it's way too expensive, just buy this one instead. Again, it literally looks the same. We've got Circus Baby, which again is another bootleg YouTube's plush, which it looks really good compared to the YouTube's one. Except for it has tons of printing on it, but that's what the YouTube's one did, because they love printing now. I thought it was Funko who was the main prime suspect for the most printing on their plushies, but turns out it's not anymore. It is YouTube's. Like with their new Sun and Moon plushies, the chibi ones, I think the only piece of embroidery on them is their eyes, and just a few more details on their face. Other than that, everything is printed. Literally everything. But for a bootleg, this is really good. So, again, for the third time, if you can't afford the YouTube's one because it's way too expensive, buy the bootleg instead. It looks the same. Starring some special guests, more like some special idiots, we've now got Jumbo Josh and Ban Ban joining the party. Because, well, I don't really like that and a Ban Ban. It's not scary when they claim it as a horror game. It's a rip-off of Poppy Playtime. Starting off with Jumbo Josh. He looks weird. I mean, the normal version looks weird as well. Especially his posture in the game on one of the renders. His back is bent so much it looks like if I stood on it, it would snap. But this plushie just looks weird. His teeth are weird. Why are his arms so wide? Why are they so big? Why is his head so large as well? He's just not good. I don't like him. Got Ban Ban, the final bootleg I'm going to be looking at in this video. He's strange. I don't know why he's looking in a specific direction. I don't know what he's looking at. His tongue looks really weird. I don't know why he has a tongue coming out of his mouth. Why does it look so weird as well? It's just placed in the middle of his mouth. It's just so weird. And yeah, he's just strange and, he's pretty lame, pretty bad. That is going to be it for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you want to, you can leave a like and subscribe. You don't have to, but it really helps if you do. I might do a second part. You can let me know in the comments if you want a second part. Because if you want it, I'll probably make a second part, actually, yeah. Because I've enjoyed making this. So if you want a second part, comment that you want one, and I might make one. It depends, because I've got other videos I've planned to do. So that will be all for today, guys. Bye!